Wash and moisturizer ad implies that women need to keep their hygiene on check. The text says that it has lasting softness and it boosts skin moisture, implying that women need to keep their body well hydrated and soft. Um, the ad next to it, uh, right here, is a deodorant. So the text reads that skincare should be a whole body thing. It states that it can restore underarm skin and it has 6 times more glycerin. So this implies that women need to find a way to take care of their skin and basically restore um, anything that's wrong with it, like the underarms. 20% of the ads with body products, 20% of the ads were body products, and that just shows to prove that women are expected to stay clean. This brings me to the next topic. Not only do they need to stay clean, they also need to clean. Um, there's these ads, right here. They all have like cleaning products, and the cleaning products were the most common type of ad for women. 30% of the ads were about cleaning products. Like right here, these 5 ads here are all directed towards women. Um, this one specifically is trash bags, basically telling women to keep their trash under control. It literally says on the text to keep trash under control. And the ad implies that these trash bags will eliminate food and odor. Basically, women should care about keeping their house clean. That's why they also need this next product, the magic eraser. Um, This magic eraser will help them without the elbow grease. It states that it's easy to use. To me, this implies that women need easy to be able to clean. Um, you also see that here with this ad for the Swiffer. It's very adamant that the mop is very quick and convenient, implying that women like have a lot of chores already, so using this product won't be a hassle. These 3 ads center around the kitchen. This speaks um this speaks to the way that Judith Lorber states that as a social constitution, gender is how we organize our lives. And these ads basically support that claim because we as women are playing the role of our gender. And in this magazine, we're basically giving suggestions for cleaning products because that's what a woman does. Um, these next 2 ads right here are also cleaning products. They're both multi-surface cleaners. This one right here is also centered around the kitchen. As you can see, the background seems like a kitchen counter. The text on the ad says it's 3-in-1, also advertising its convenience, um, just as the Swiffer ad. This next cleaner here, it's the multi-surface cleaner as well. It's said to be gentle and pH balanced. To me, that implies that women need to clean, but their skin can't handle rough ingredients, so they've made it gentle for the skin. Um, this ad this ad as well as the one next to it represents one of Irving Goffman's concept of gender display, which is feminine touch. As you can see here, she's barely touching her face, but her hand shows that feminine touch. Um, in this ad as well, you can also see that the woman's hand slightly touches the man's, but with her fingertips. This all this ad also implies that women need to take this pill to stop heartburn because they need to be showing up during vacation, beach party, or family barbecues, as the text states on the ad. Um, Basically, this is saying that they need to be present during family events. Um, this next ad is very much directed to women. Basically, the The lipstick, the three women are all wearing a matching shade. The text also says something about how you have to find your shade. The text is very adamant about women keeping their lips hydrated and luscious. To me, the ad suggests that women want luscious hydration because women need to look good at all times. Um, this one right here is not very the ad next to this, it's not very gendered in my opinion, but the ad's text can be implied that it is directed to women. For example, it does say that it is scratch resistant and one comb perfection. I feel like for me, when like women are not stereotyped to be the ones painting the home, but with this paint, they can. It's easy to use and you only need one coat. So again, convenient. Scratch resistant, so you don't need to worry about damaging the home. Um, so 30% of the ads were cleaning products, as you can see right here on the top. 40% of the ads had bodies. Most of them didn't. Like this one didn't, the cleaning product. Most of these didn't. Um, of all the ads that had women, only 83% of the women were thin, and 100% of them were in their 30s, and I'd say 66% of them were peop women of color. Um, However, the ads were balanced with 20% of care, 20% of skincare, and 20% of basically clean. Um, I guess these were the main topics of the women's ads. Um, for men, I'd say the men's ads are pretty masculine. For example, right here, this ad is straight off the bat very masculine. You can see a muscular man holding a big tub of protein powder, and the text overall promotes beef protein over whey. I found that to be a little masculine as well, because not only is it protein powder, it's beef protein powder. Um, that tattoo right there, it also represents masculinity. This next ad to it is also about protein. So you can see it shows like this famous baseball player, I believe it is. Basically to prove that the protein works, and it's legit because this famous baseball player uses it. The text in that ad talks a lot about power and strength. It implies that protein seems to be the driving factor of like performing your best with more strength and better recovery, which is what I think men are asked to show about their bodies, like strength and, um with the recovery that's shown also. This next ad is again about protein. It is a chocolate milk, but I do believe it has protein. Um, it also shows a famous player, in this case a basketball player, again to prove that this milk works, and it is a way that this player refuels. Um, in the article by Lewington, they find all the concepts that he finds all the concepts that we see on these ads on the poster. For example, many of them represent the concept of the new man and forced physique. These ads show that men have to get their protein and they have to cut their sugar and basically hydrate. Because good nutrition leads to better physique. Um, This ad right here, it is about a car. I did not put a picture about a car, but um it is about a car. And in the picture, it shows a man with six little kids playing. To me, it seems to imply that a man with a family always takes their kid and the kid's team to games or practice games. Um, in the other part of the ad, the car was shown on like the snowy road. And to me, that shows that men are fun and like they take risk, like big enough that, they have a car on snowy off-road. Um, This next ad right here, um, also shows masculinity. Like they're shown playing basketball, implying that men are like very active, and um, the ad is implying that they need to hydrate with anything besides water. Um, they seem to be playing pretty rough, and they sweat. So as the text states, it has all the electrolytes, so that's perfect for a man who is sweating and working out. Um, this next ad also like implies men are masculine in the sense that they are aggressive. The text reads that when you play to win. Go home a sore winner, right? It makes me feel like men are supposed to be aggressive to win. Not in an abusive way, but competitively as well. The ad is basically encouraging them to be aggressive and competitive because that's masculinity. You can see in the picture, the guy on the left is like jumping pretty high, and this seems to be like a friendly match. So he's already doing a lot. So in real games, this ointment will come in handy because they're playing hard. Um, because of all the aggressiveness and competitiveness that comes with being a man, on your off season, you need shoes to relax in. And this is what this ad is advertising. The text implies that these shoes are very easy to put on, very comfortable, and designed for off season. Um, this is stereotype that men are constantly working out, playing sports, and being active. So these shoes will give them the comfort they need. The man on the ad is sitting down and wearing these shoes, but also holding a football, just to show that they are active. But for now, they just have to chill because it is an off season. The man right here on this next ad is conventionally attractive. It is directed for men, for men's cologne. Um, because you can't smell through a screen or paper, like on a magazine, seeing a handsome man wearing this cologne might persuade other men um to buy it. Calling it the new fragrance is also a way of saying that this is the best smelling cologne as of now. Um, this ad right here is a kid playing with his food as if it were like a construction site. This just shows how little boys' imagination is to play with food in a very gender-specific way. Um, I guess this ad can encourage men to buy this for their son so that they can use their imagination and basically eat it like a man. Uh, yeah. This next ad right here, it is about insurance. Um, you can see like a truck, a boat, and a motorcycle. Um, it's basically implied that most men usually own a lot of motor vehicles. Um, yeah, like a motorcycle is known to be used by mostly men because they're dangerous or fun. And with all those motor vehicles, you need insurance. So in conclusion, 33% of the ads were protein based. There's like one, two, three. Yeah. Um, they were protein based. I guess this just shows to prove how men are expected to keep their physique. In the men's magazines, like 80% of the ads had bodies. Most of them here have bodies except for like one. Yeah. Um, that's 40% more than women. So that's a lot. That's double the amount. Um, 75% of the men were black. Um, and 100% of the ads had men. I think there was only one ad where it had a woman, but I didn't show it here. Um, 40% of the ads were about men having strength, like